So this is Mrs. Paris filling in for Mr. Paris again, and I'm going to help you with this assignment. This is going to be assignment 6.2. So when you open up your Google Classroom, you're going to start this assignment. We're going to create a new drawing and name it 6.2 up here at the top. And once you go to Google Classroom, you open your Google Drawing assignment, title it 6.2, and then the first step that we're going to do is we're going to change the background color to light blue 2. So you have a couple different options. You could double click and go to background, or you can also go up here to format and then go, you can also format your background from there as well. So let's just double click for right now. We're going to go to background, and then we're going to find the one that's light blue 2. So light cornflower blue, light blue 2 is right there. So go ahead and click on that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be inserting a vertical arrow, and we're going to change the fill color to cornflower blue. So we have to go to insert, and we're going to go to shape, and we're going to go to arrow, and we're going to insert the vertical up arrow going up. And then what you have to do is you have to basically like drag to insert it. And then we're going to change the fill color to cornflower blue. So while it's highlighted, if you go up here to the fill color, we want it to be cornflower blue. There's different cornflower blues, so just pick one. If we want to do it darker, we'll see if this one shows up. That's good enough for us. So one of the cornflower blue colors. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to rotate this arrow because we want it to go horizontal. It's almost going to be like a timeline that we're going to use for social media. So once you insert the vertical arrow and then you change it to cornflower blue, we're going to rotate it. So you have to make sure it's highlighted like this. And then the rotation handle is right here. And we're going to turn it 90 degrees to the right. So it actually shows you the degrees. So when you're at 90, you could stop and release it. Next, we're going to resize this. So still while it's highlighted, what we're going to do, we're going to make it bigger. So we're going to click the arrow, and we're going to, these are the resizing handles over here. So we're going to make it so that we're going to make it bigger. So we're going to go like this. And there you go. So it should take up pretty much your whole page. And you'll have a little bit of room at the end. So after we resize it, we're going to use some word art, and we're going to put a title. So you're going to go up here to insert, and you're going to go to word art. And we're going to call this timeline of social media. And then you're going to click enter. We're going to move this to the top of your drawing. So just drag it to the top. And we want to change the fill color to black. So while it's highlighted, just change the fill color to black. Make sure you move it to the top of your drawing. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert a rectangle over here to kind of make the timeline. So you're going to go to insert, shape, and then we're going to go to rectangle. And if you kind of watch what I do, we're going to make it like this. And once we're going to change the fill color to white, so it's still highlighted, change the fill color to white. And we want it sized and in the position that it is right here. So I'm going to drag it a little bit. That's where I want it to go. Now I'm going to teach you how to order this because I don't want it showing. I almost want it to go behind the image. So what we're going to do in order to layer an object in front or behind another object, we're going to select the rectangle. And then from the arrange menu, we're going to go order, and we're going to go send to back. So notice that's going to put your rectangle behind your arrow. So what we're going to do next is they want us to copy and paste this rectangle until we have a total of 6 on the drawing canvas. So I'm going to go to Control Copy and then Control Paste. Just put 6 here and then I'll show you where to put them. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to position them exactly where you see mine at. And then also we're going to send them to the back. Notice the red line keeps them horizontal and vertically aligned with the other ones. Okay, so now I have to click on all of them and click on it and then go to Arrange and again up to Order and Send to Back. And these should all be behind your blue arrow. And one more. Okay, once you have that done, we're going to put some text boxes in the arrow. So I'm going to go to Insert a Text Box. You could do this from here, Insert Text Box, or you could also click on the text box here. And we're going to type 2004 in the text box. So I'm going to drag it right below this first rectangle, and I'm going to put 2004. And they want the font to be size 24 and the color to be white. So what I do is I highlight it just to double check. We want the font size to be 24 and they want the color over here to be white. And you can kind of, maneuver this around. So that's what the first one should look like. And then we're going to copy and paste that text box 5 more times to all your other spots, and we're going to put the correct dates. So what we're going to do is you can go Control Copy, Control Paste. We're going to drag this one here, and we're going to change this one to 2005. And then Control Paste one more time, and then we're going to drag your text box, if I could click on it. Sometimes it gets in the way. I'll do it this way. So I'm going to undo that real quick. So go here again to copy, paste so that I can drag it where I want it to go. And then this one's going to be 2006. And again, it should keep all of your settings. You shouldn't have to change the font again. And then we're going to Control Paste again. This one's going to go here. And this one's going to be 2010. And then we're going to do it 2 more times. The next one's 2011. And then the last one is going to be 2012. Okay, so now you have all your dates on your timeline. So we changed all of our texts and we positioned them all. So now we're going to basically insert an image of the logos. So what we're going to do is you could click on this image icon and you're going to click on it, and then we're going to do search the web. And we're going to type Facebook logo over here. And once you click enter, what we're going to do, once we find one, we're going to double click the logo of your choice. So I'm just going to click this one, and you could click on it and then click insert if you want, or you could double click it. It's going to put it on your drawing, and then we're just going to drag and resize where we want it to go. So you can change the size, bigger or smaller. over these cursors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to position this one for 2004. So I'm going to resize it and I'm going to drag it to make it a little bit smaller. And it's going to go at the top of this rectangle like that. And then we're going to do the same thing for all the other logos. So we're going to do one for YouTube next. So again, you can go to insert image, search from the web, and now we're going to find the YouTube logo. And then you could pick really any of them that you want. Double click on it or click on it and click insert. And then we're obviously going to resize. You could go this way too. It just makes it a little bit skinnier. And then drag, and it's going to go here with the 2005. The next one, we're going to put Twitter. So again, same steps, search the web, Twitter logo. And we're looking for one with the, we'll do this one. This one kind of blends in. And then this one's going to go here with 2006. Make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to do Instagram, Snapchat, and Vine. So we're going to go to, again, search the web. The next one's going to be Instagram. We'll resize it. And that one's going to go with 2010. And then 2011 is going to be Snapchat. Again, you could click that and go to insert, resize. Put that one goes with 2011. And then the last one we're going to do is Vine. And then we're going to resize. And this one's going to go with 2012. Now I'm going to fix the Twitter one. I just don't like it because it blends in with the background. So I'm just going to delete it and redo that one. I just don't like that the blue blends in. So I want to find something maybe with the white. That one might be better. There we go. So again, I just fixed it. I just didn't, it wasn't showing up. It wasn't the right color. Okay, so what yours should look like so far is we should have 2004 is your Facebook, 2005 is YouTube, 2006 is your Twitter, 2010 is Instagram, 2011 Snapchat, and 2012 is Vine. And once we do that, we're going to group these together so that we could basically move the arrow. So what you're going to do, we're going to combine, you're going to make a box around all of these items, and it's gonna, you're gonna notice once you drag around all those items, the icon and all the little icons and the arrow, what you're going to do is we're gonna go to arrange and we're gonna go to group. And that's going to make it easier if that's going to create it as one object. So that if we wanted to move it around like so, we can move it around. It's kind of handy tool grouping when you're working with, multiple different things so you don't have to keep moving each individual object. So we're going to center this horizontal and vertically on the page. So have it highlighted. And then if you go to your format options, you can make sure it's positioned You could go that way, or you can do... All right, so format it in the center. And then what you can do here is once you have it grouped, if you go to arrange, you can go to center horizontally, and then you can also click arrange, and then you can go to center vertically. So it's going to put it directly in the center, which is kind of a neat tool. The next part, you can go to print preview. So if you want to preview a drawing before you print it, what we would do is you would go to file, and then you would go to print preview. Or you can also click the print button and you can preview it this way. It's going to generate a preview for you. Again, this is if you wanted to print this out. That's what it would look like. What you're going to do is you're just going to submit it on Google Classroom, so you don't have to print this. Just submit it on Google Classroom, and you should be able to, yours should look very similar to mine. All right, everyone, have a good night.